Sup everyone, welcome back to season 53. I've somehow made it to LVT, and poetically we're facing DSVG for our first war of the season. I think it was War 4, I had to check earlier, when I was in DSVG for my first season. We faced GGIR, which were my first alliance, and this time round facing my previous alliance will be considerably less bitter. Anyway, I get to bring in Cassie to show her for some stuff that I've never done before, and then some Mr. F and Wags pre-fights. We're going path 1 today, initially with the exception of Manthing, and then path 2, and then Dragonman on node 41, and then just some pre-fights on Boss Island. So with a Wags pre-fight on Adam, shout out to Coop in BG1. Obviously I've got loads of friends here. I'm not going to do a whole list of shouting people out here, but yeah, it's been really fun to play against these guys, and it's been a stressful war. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to start with power start 1. We're going to parry Adam, get him, combo him towards the corner, and then throw my L1 to get him to the corner, and with max fuel I'll miss his entire special, get a good amount of stings on, miss this one and run out of fuel. Yeah, I badly misjudged that, but with plenty of stings on and max inequity I really don't take very much damage, and it was only one hit. Get him this time, even though I fucked my spacing up, didn't get him at all. Life is going well for me. Yeah, but the fight is going well even though I'm fucking out. So that's good. First start. Finally things work for me. Stay away because I don't want to punish this one, because he would have gone into his pod and I'd have found myself stunned. But yeah, this is game. Adam's down, and costs me a whole level 3 health potion. Now unfortunately one of the guys managed to double to Manthing, which was really shit, a real shame. Don't need to go into it, but we came to have to take it and clean up with Cassie. He's at about 80% health, and we weren't initially sure about how this was going to go because of the masochism. So my plan was to hit block only, so to not place any early debuffs. Again, I've got my power start 1 active, which I needed. Once I get into the corner, I'm going to beta combo to heavy, which will be shrugged, and then I'm going to heavy him again to actually place stings this time, and then I can place a taunt, which I know that will stick to my special 1, and then rely on taunt to control the AI, and I can just do my thing and show Cassie off to her full potential. This will be a slightly longer than normal Cassie v Manthing fight, because as the stings refresh, he will be shrugging some off, so I'm never going to get to like a peak amount, but that's okay. This is actually going a hell of a lot smoother and cleaner than I thought. Made me a bit sad because I wish we'd have gone with Cassie to start with. But I'm not the boss anymore. I do as I'm told, and that's okay. It's also really refreshing to play with a more traditional style of planning, which is new to me. So it's a new challenge and experience, and a bit out of my comfort zone, but so far so good. Moving on to path 2, on section 2, we've got a Mojo here. Haven't done this fight for a very long time. I used to regularly do it with Titania many seasons ago. And yeah, this is, I didn't realise I still, I obviously didn't have power start 1 still active. Oh wait, yes I did. from the Manthing fight. It was quite a long delay since I took till I took Manthing after taking Adam. That's why I've managed to last it for 3. I'm getting older, my memory's terrible. Mojo is going down perfectly. I'm just being careful not to trigger any of his prompts. It's okay to get one, but if I can avoid it, I will. And he dead, and that's me finished without taking any damage. And now we come to Dani Moonstar on the EMP node, which I wasn't sure about. When we were dueling, we realised that she recovers from her special 1 by dashing back, which makes Cassie spacing a lot more difficult than we realised. So I kind of had to invent a way of how to do it. I hadn't seen any videos, no one else I knew had done it. So I kind of worked it out and then spent the day practicing. And I'm very pleased. I was a little bit nervous, but I'm really pleased with how this went. It did go better than I expected. So my usual approach, hit them to the corner and block, get some stings on early. Kind of have to preempt the first hit and release heavy pretty much as she fires the arrow, and it's a very narrow window to get this done. Yeah. So far so good. And she's down, and I finish without any damage taken, and yeah, that was pretty sick, I cannot lie. And we can finally move on to Dragonman on node 41. A little more nervous about this fight. I had to be careful of bubble shield. My plan was to just parry him at the start, get a heavy on, which wouldn't have been long enough to get multiple stings on, which won't apply heal block on its own. So we're going to do that a couple of times. Still isn't quite enough, but that's alright. As long as I can obviously block some of his specials as well, or let him throw special 2, he'll also lose the power gain. And then I just keep an eye, as I said, on bubble shield. He's obviously poison immune, being a robot, so I can't rely on that to pause my debuffs either. But yeah, the start of this has gone very, very well indeed. Mistimed that there though, ate an unblockable hit. But we get back under control quickly enough. Timed bubble shield perfectly there to miss his 10th or 11th, I should say, unblockable hit. So yeah, that keeps us back into safety. With the exception of taking that hit, this is going perfectly. Sit down, Dragonman. And there we go. As far as debuts go, for me, I was really, really pleased with that. So I initially started to, we weren't doing very well, we were 6-3 down, and I initially started to concede and record the score as us losing, probably going to lose, and then everything kind of flipped on its head, and we have found ourselves currently in a winning position. Not all is finished yet, so hopefully we can see this out. So a genuine big GG's to DSVG, my old family, whichever way this ends up, and I'll see you at the next one. Pip pip cheerio. Bye.